Hello and welcome again to Simple Ways for Maintenance. Today we are going to continue our journey with workspace psychology and a very important step on the Maslow's pyramid of needs, which is the esteem. How to esteem your team, how the manager can esteem his team. Not necessarily the manager, the leader, the supervisor, the elder person, the one who's more experienced, the group leader, whatever. He is having a role, important, very important task to esteem his team, to project to his team his understanding of their efforts. They should see that he understands their efforts. So, but before this gratitude or this thank you, you need very much to evaluate your team properly. And then after the proper evaluation of your team, then you need to give them their due esteem and to explain to them why that's good deed, why that's not that good, and so on. So that's our journey today. We go directly and we understand how we can esteem our team, but in the proper way and based on the proper measures. Okay, so we need also to start understanding to esteem yourself, which is to feel proud of yourself, or maybe not proud actually, but to admire what you have done, to feel that you are thankful for yourself for what you have done. You feel that you have done something good. You had something that's fulfilling you. Okay, so you can feel it towards yourself, but actually as human beings, feeling it towards ourselves is the first step. The next step that we usually seek it from outside. So if you are doing a great job, you need to find someone who pat on your back, someone who tell you thank you, someone you've done a nice job, it was good, you were a good help, and so on. So you need this from outside. And really, this one help you to start your journey in self-confidence. So first you need to make sure that you are doing a good job, and then this will help you start your journey in the self-confidence and in success and so on. If you need to raise this in your team, or even in your children or whatever whom you are responsible for, you need to give them the due esteem. Okay, so that's what we are going to speak today. First, you need to make sure that you are understanding the proper concepts of maintenance and so on. And we had Arabic and English trainings for this. You can find the description in the description box. You can find the links in the description box. And we're offering this also through Fiverr for coaching and so on. So you can join our services on Fiverr. You can ask for coaching or consultancy, whatever you like. Or you can join our trainings. You will find a wealth of information that will help you to properly judge and evaluate your team. So the first step we are going, which is the most important step, is to define the criteria based on which we are going to say that this person is performing as required, is performing more than required, is above expectation, and so on. It's simply a criteria for evaluation, which is normally we do frequently, but we need to understand the criteria. So the first thing is to understand this group of questions, and these are practical questions that you need to ask yourself when you feel that you are judging someone, or when you are in need to judge someone for evaluation or something like that. So the first thing, you need to think who you are judging. You are judging a member of the team. You are judging the team as a whole. You are evaluating the team as a whole. You are evaluating a situation. Maybe something problem happened from another team, or from coordination or something like that, or from planning and so on. So you are claiming a team. You are claiming a person. You felt that something good happened, so you need to esteem a complete team, so you need to focus very much. You are looking for a person, or you are looking for a team or group of persons, and this team is part of this member is part of your team, or he is from another team, and so on. So it's important to understand whom you are judging. Then the next step is what you are judging him about. So is it a technical mistake, a technical overreach, or it depends. Maybe it's a misbehave, a personal trait, a result not achieved, indiscipline, or an opposing point of view. He is having a different point of view of doing the things, and you insist on a certain point of view of doing the things. Maybe his point of view is correct, is better. So you need to be to analyze how you are judging, why you are judging, and the steps you are judging through. So like this, you will reach a better conclusion. And when you reach to this conclusion, you can easily spot who is overperforming, and then you can give him the due esteem. And you can also know the strengths of every one of your team, so you can give them the due respect of their efforts, and you can support them in the areas where there is weakness, and you can help them to improve the areas where they are already performing good and they can exceed the performance you are expecting from them. The third step is why you are judging him. Maybe something wrong happened, maybe something good happened. So you need to understand, I'm judging because of something good, something bad, or because it is the evaluation season and I need to make this evaluation because it's requested by the HR to make it in this time of the year, or maybe that I need to blame someone because I was blamed for this delayed job and I need to blame someone, so I'm looking for someone to blame, so whom I will select, this team or this person, and so on. So I need to understand why I am judging. Another thing is I'm judging as satisfactory, unsatisfactory, or it is percentage. Yani, he is performing good 60%, he's performing good bad 70%, or he is relative to someone else, relative to another team, relative to what is required. So what I'm judging relative to, it's go no go, so it's bad, good or bad, or competent or incompetent. There's no something in the middle, so I need to understand. So he is 0 performing, he's 100% performing. I need to understand. I'm judging on scale, I'm evaluating on scale, or because when you are evaluating on scale, simply you can reach with 120% performance and you can reach to 70-80%. Maybe this one is acceptable for you, and then you need to praise your team and tell them that's their due respect, because, or their due gratitude that they are doing the work in a good way. Okay, so and you are judging him against technical performance, against decision making, against response, against communication. So you need to understand the area. It's technical, it's decision making, it's because that's for the leaders or group leaders and so on. It's for response, quick response, slow response, communication. His communication bad. He's performing the good job, but his communication badly, and so on. Very important question after that is he qualified to do what you are judging him against? So how did you know that he is qualified? So that's important question to find the criteria that you are judging him against. There are guidelines for this activity you are judging him against. It's response, communication, his performance is better or less than the guidelines. You need to understand this. Did you ever give him a notice? Because if maybe, for example, you don't like his performance, but did you tell him before judging or before telling that he is good or bad, or giving him bad evaluation, or not giving him enough praise or something like that, or raising in the salary or something like that? Did you discuss his weakness with him? Did you find a solution for his weakness? It depends. Okay, so there's one important due notice here, that there is a borderline between the skills needed and the unskilled team members and the employees as human beings, because every human being is respectful. Every human being is having his own strength points, and every human being is having his own weakness points. So you do not, or you should not put the weakness on spot or the good points only on the spot. So you should be balanced. You should understand your team and team members as a whole. You should understand them as a global view. And within the global view, you will find really that some of your team are outperforming the standards, and then they need really to be esteemed. Okay, but anyhow, they need a due respect because they are valuable as they are. They are valuable as humans. Skills can be learned, skills can be compensated, skills can be balanced, but as humans, they have a due respect. So to make objective evaluation, you need to keep in mind, to go technical a little bit, you need to keep in mind the skill set that's needed for every person, because not everyone in the team needs the same set of skills as every other person. They work to harmonize. They work let's say they work together. They are synchronized in working together. So someone is doing a job, someone is doing this job, someone can replace another one, and so on. So everyone is doing his part. So it's difficult that you think that everyone should do everything. So that's a little bit weird in thinking, and then you judge him that 100% he's doing everything, and 50% because he is missing one part or one. So you should understand about it, because sometimes it's a problem about the hiring process itself. Sometimes the hiring process itself is not proper. So you don't have clarity in hiring. Or maybe the hiring is done through some administrative agency or some administrative team and so on. It's not through the technical team, and then you will find some gaps in the recruiting, and you'll find some gap in the skills. So these gaps can be closed in the workplace, or it will be evaluated. He will be evaluated badly, because after selecting someone, unless you are sure 100% that he is selected properly, Don't come to judge him that he is bad or maybe he cheated in the evaluation, but you were cheated, yeah, or the evaluation team were cheated also. You need to understand about this criteria. Okay. Also, we need, as we have spoken before, that there are knowledge and skills. So maybe someone having a lot of knowledge, he can speak about it, he can write it, but is not having the skills. How are we going to evaluate the knowledge and hand skills during the interview time? That's very important of you. So finally, in conclusion, your team needs esteem. So that's part of your role as a manager, and you need to give them the due respect as human beings in general. And when someone is outperforming, or when someone is performing higher than the guidelines or higher than the standards, you need to evaluate him higher also than the standards. You need to show him that you see and understand the extra efforts he is doing, and that's part of generating the self-confidence in your team. And when they have the self-confidence, your team, they will outperform any standards. Okay, I hope you had wealth of information and insights from Simple Ways for Maintenance. Again, you will find links to our trainings in the description box. You will find also links to our Fiverr services for coaching and for consultancy, and you will find on the channel a lot of information. So you can join also the channel, like the previous video, and spread the information. See you in coming insights from Simple Ways for Maintenance.